to get these gym buckets, you know, what they use it for, it's like, do you want a towel cover? I'm like, yeah, he's like, oh, actually, for you, it's just flat, you know, what was $3,000 to get all these buckets? You're washing them, they're washing
Yeah. Any portion of it.
Did you reply to this?
I didn't see him.
He sent me a separate message.
Yeah.
He said just reply to the email and say, was it in the contract to allow disclosure?
And then he sends back, ask him to push it 1 day.
1 day.
Too soon.
Just 1 day, can you do one? No.
I don't help it sound like we got some issues with traffic.
Civilization just have it
Not in the contract.
I love that system. It's a stick with it, 6 hours.
That is brutal.
It is such a, how do you miss that?
That's a strong review comment. When can they set those up?
There was ice on the side of the road. Just sitting.
When can they go to 2 lane, 1 lane each way? When can they go to that?
All right, good evening, everyone. We're going to go ahead and start our meeting tonight for December 2nd, 2025. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Spieth.
Here.
Wyatt.
Here.
Paulson. Here. Wilson.
Here. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. As far as the mayor's report for tonight, I just want to remind council for January that you will be electing a new council president, so be prepared for that at the January meeting. And I just have a quick little thank you I want to put out to some of the people here. I'd like to thank Clerk Snyder along with Amanda, Rose, and Jen for all their help this year. I can't leave out Lindsay for everything she does to make my office run smoothly. I'd like to thank all of council for their continued commitment to the village, working together for the benefit of our residents and businesses. I'd like to also thank all the department heads for their continued efforts to improve the village. And on behalf of all these people and myself, I want to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year filled with family, tradition, joy, and hope as we look ahead to 2026. Thank you. Okay. I'd like to open it to the audience for any questions or comments. All right, then we'll move right into our ordinances. I need a motion to approve the minutes of November 4th, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Wyatt, seconded by Spieth to approve the November 4th, 2025 council minutes as prepared and put them on file. Spieth.
Yes.
Wyatt.
Yes.
Paulson. Yes. Wilson.
Yes.
Ordinance 2025-12-1.
An ordinance to pay certain claims therein mentioned during the month of November 2025.
Questions or comments? Motion to suspend the rules.
So moved.
Seconded. Moved by Wilson, seconded by Paulson, to suspend the rules and place ordinance 2025-12-1 on third and final reading. Spieth.
Yes.
Wyatt.
Yes.
Paulson.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
Motion to pass.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Wyatt, seconded by Spieth to pass. Spieth.
Yes.
Wyatt.
Yes.
Paulson.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
Okay, ordinance 2025-12-2.
An ordinance appointing Glenn LaCour as full-time police officer to the Valley View Police Department and declaring an emergency.
Any questions or comments from council? All right, Chief, would you like to make a statement about
Yes,
Mr.
Mayor.
LaCour?
Officer Glenn Lucor comes to us through our lateral transfer program. As with all other candidates in that program, he went through an extensive process that included a polygraph, PRADCO assessment, background investigation, and interviews. Throughout that process, Glenn rose to the top of our list. Glenn comes to us with 10 years of law enforcement experience. He's currently employed with our neighboring department in Sagamore Hills. In that capacity, he's worked with a number of our officers, and a number of our officers have also worked with Glenn at another agency, and he gets their highest recommendation. Glenn is an instructor at several disciplines within his department, and has skills that will be an asset to our department. And we ask for council support for this appointment.
Thank you. I need a motion to suspend the rules.
So moved.
Seconded. Moved by Wilson, seconded by Paulson, to suspend the rules and place ordinance 2025-12-2 on third and final reading. Wyatt?
Yes.
Paulson?
Yes.
Wilson?
Yes.
Speed.
Yes.
Need a motion to pass.
So moved. Second.
Moved by Speed, seconded by Wyatt to pass. Wyatt?
Yes.
Paulson?
Yes.
Wilson?
Yes.
Speed.
Yes.
All right, Mr. LaCour, if you'd meet me up front here. I, Glenn LaCour,
I, Glenn McClure,
solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio
and the resolutions and ordinances
and the resolution and ordinances
of the Village of Valley View, Ohio,
of the Village of Valley View, Ohio,
and that I will faithfully, honestly, and impartially
and that I will faithfully, honestly, and impartially
discharge the duties of patrol officer
discharge the duties of patrol officer
of the Police Department of the Village of Valley View, Ohio,
of the Police Department of the Village of Valley View, Ohio,
to which I have been appointed.
to which I have been appointed.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Press hard. Easy part.
Must be one of those bulletproof vests or suit coats.
And make sure she didn't stab me with it or something.
And now, if everyone from Glenn's family wants to leave instead of staying for the entire meeting, you're more than welcome to. Go ahead and enjoy yourself. Lesson one, I don't know, it's up in the air.
Guess that, huh?
I don't know. Learning more and more.
Thinned everything out.
All right, let's move on. Ordinance 2025-12-3.
An ordinance providing for the employment of David A. Lambros as Solicitor Law Director for the Village of Valley View and declaring an emergency.
Questions or comments? Need a motion to suspend the rules.
So moved.
Seconded.
Moved by Wilson, seconded by Paulson, to suspend the rules and place ordinance 2025-12-3 on third and final reading. Paulson?
Yes.
Wilson?
Yes.
Speed?
Yes.
Wyatt?
Yes.
Need a motion to pass.
So moved. Second.
Moved by Wyatt, seconded by Speed to pass. Paulson?
Yes.
Wilson?
Yes.
Speed?
Yes.
Wyatt?
Yes.
Ordinance 2025-12-4.
An ordinance appointing Larry Ellis as the building commissioner of the Village of Valley View and declaring an emergency.
Questions or comments? Motion to suspend the rules.
So moved.
Seconded. Moved by Speed, seconded by Paulson, to suspend the rules and place ordinance 2025-12-4 on third and final reading. Wilson?
Yes.
Speed?
Yes.
Wyatt?
Yes.
Paulson?
Yes.
Motion to pass.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Wyatt, seconded by Wilson to pass. Wilson?
Yes.
Speed?
Yes.
Wyatt?
Yes.
Paulson?
Yes.
Ordinance 2025-12-5.
An ordinance appointing Rachel Sprouse as clerk of courts and clerk of the police department in the Village of Valley View and declaring an emergency.
Questions or comments? Motion to suspend the rules.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Paulson, seconded by Wilson, to suspend the rules and place ordinance 2025-12-5 on third and final reading. Speed?
Yes.
Wyatt?
Yes.
Paulson?
Yes.
Wilson?
Yes.
Motion to pass.
So moved. Second that.
Moved by Wyatt, seconded by Speed to pass. Speed?
Yes.
Wyatt?
Yes.
Paulson?
Yes.
Wilson?
Yes.
Ordinance 2025-12-6.
An ordinance providing for the appointment of Tim Harder as street commissioner, service director for the Village of Valley View and declaring an emergency.
Anything from council? I need a motion to suspend the rules.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Paulson, seconded by Wilson, to suspend the rules and place ordinance 2025-12-6 on third and final reading. Wyatt?
Yes.
Paulson?
Yes.
Wilson?
Yes.
Speed?
Yes.
Need a motion to pass.
So moved. Second.
Moved by Speed, seconded by Wyatt to pass. Wyatt?
Yes.
Paulson?
Yes.
Wilson?
Yes.
Speed?
Yes.
Ordinance 2025-12-7.
An ordinance appointing Todd Bonville as recreation director of the Village of Valley View and declaring an emergency.
Questions or comments? Motion to suspend the rules.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Paulson, seconded by Wilson, to suspend the rules and place ordinance 2025-12-7 on third and final reading. Paulson?
Yes.
Wilson?
Yes.
Speed?
Yes.
Wyatt?
Yes.
Motion to pass.
So moved. Second.
Moved by Speed, seconded by Wyatt to pass. Paulson?
Yes.
Wilson?
Yes.
Speed?
Yes.
Wyatt?
Yes.
Ordinance 2025-12-8.
An ordinance amending ordinance 2025-3-2, providing additional appropriations for the fiscal year ending December 31, 2025, and declaring an emergency.
Any questions or comments? Need a motion to suspend the rules.
So moved. Second.
Moved by Speed, seconded by Wilson, to suspend the rules and place ordinance 2025-12-8 on third and final reading. Wilson?
Yes.
Speed?
Yes.
Wyatt?
Yes.
Paulson?
Yes.
Motion to pass.
So moved.
Seconded.
Moved by Wyatt, seconded by Paulson to pass. Wilson?
Yes.
Speed?
Yes.
Wyatt?
Yes.
Paulson?
Yes.
All right, we'll move on to committee reports. Any committee reports for today? Nothing? All right. Anything from our department directors? Police chief.
I'd just like to thank the mayor and council for support of our new candidate. I think it's going to work out very well for us. We're very happy with how things turned out. And I'd also like to announce that we had another unexpected retirement announced on Friday. Officer Kruchek, who's with us for almost 20 years, but over 20 years in different capacities for the village, both as a part-time fireman and as a policeman. Was a very important part of the police department, was firearms instructor. He was our first aid instructor. He was on SWAT for many, many years. He will be greatly missed, and we are still struggling today trying to replace him. Thankfully, the fire chief has stepped up and allowed us to use one of his instructors for our first aid program. But we wish him well, and it was a tough situation, and we hope everything goes well for him.
Thank you very much. Well said. Fire chief.
No.
Nothing? Good. I like it. Service director.
I just want to say thank you, Mayor and council, and hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Thank you. Recreation.
Just thank you for the confidence with the reappointment, and just a reminder for anybody who can be there Sunday at 5 o'clock is the lighting ceremony, and dress warmly, because we will do everything we can to be outside, so you're all invited and like to see you there.
Thank you. Building Commissioner.
I just want to say thank you for the support and the reappointment. It's good to know that you have support.
Anything from our engineer?
Mayor, nothing from engineering, but I do have a road traffic utility motion. With Julie not being here?
Okay.
She asked that I bring up the motion for the engineer Siano to prepare plans and specifications and advertise for bid for the senior grass cutting program. We did have a brief discussion with the clerk about potentially advertising for 2 years, and wanted to at least throw it out there for you guys to discuss if you thought that made sense, not made sense. Do you want to advertise for a 2-year program with the ability to only approve 1 year? I guess just general feedback. I don't know, Mary, if you want to share some feedback about this year's program and how it went compared to other years. And
This year was great. I mean, I can't even think of one complaint that we had, but it's just like the turnaround is, it's just 1 year. So I was just thinking if we could do 2 years, it might be beneficial, instead of having to do it every year. And like Todd said, you don't have to accept it for 2 years, but you can try to go out for bid.
So you're saying you go out for a 2-year bid, but we could agree to a 1 year or just a point of 1 year?
yeah, so I could frame it that it's, the village has the right to review and approve 1 year or 2 years at their discretion. You'd get numbers for 2 years. You'd give them the ability to either hold their price or, have some cost of increase, the labor's gonna go up.
Yes.
It's just a thought, something we kicked around briefly, and I figured before we make the motion, you guys tell me how you wanna do it. And usually what we would do is prepare the stuff in December. Rose normally would get the list going, we would advertise in January, and you would have it on February's agenda. So it gives the residents enough time to call in. We get a budget, so maybe we know there's 20 in Zone A, 10 in Zone B, and 30 in C. And we basically tell them that once they're awarded, we'll tell them exactly how many are in each zone, but you have the price locked in based on the average, so.
How many contractors have come back year after year?
So this year we had, the year from 24 came back, and we had 2 this year that came back. We ended up going with 1 program, right? 1 for Zone B and C and 1 for A.
Yes, and the one was a new company, and everyone seemed to really like him.
And the third bidder that didn't get it was the bidder from year 2024, which I'm not sure
again,
how that flow was a little bit different. And then they bid also in 23, that same bidder from 24. And then the other guys kind of dropped off that bid 22 and 23, they dropped off, so.
Would they be giving us like a 1 year bid and then a 2 year bid, or just?
I think they give
like
you,
yearly bid?
I think they give you a 26 number and a 27 number.
Okay.
And then you could select it from that column if you wanted to just approve 26. Because the way it's structured now, you can bid on any zone only also.
Right.
So, you could bid Zone A,
Right.
not B and C.
Right.
And so we kicked that around. I remember it was like $1 difference or something.
But that's like what Semperfi did.
Yeah.
He didn't want the bigger one.
He was too much for
He
him.
didn't bid on it.
And how did he do in the little zone?
Great.
So it's kind of tailored pretty much like cafeteria where you get to pick, allows council to kind of pick off the menu what they want. And no one's really pushed back on that approach. Usually people want all or nothing, and so maybe that gets a couple guys not to bid on it, but I don't know. if you have
Might
any
bring in
comments?
more guys to bid on it.
Yeah,
If they're
so
thinking they might get it for 2 years,
might,
so.
it doesn't hurt but if something you don't want to do, we'll stick with 26 and move on.
Makes sense to me.
It sounds like we got the
2
option
years.
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah,
Right.
you have pulled back.
Do it either
if you
way.
had to.
All right,
Yeah.
well, we'll structure it that way and we'll give you the rights to do whatever you want.
Okay,
So-
so I'll need someone to make that motion.
I'll make the motion.
Second, moved by Wilson, seconded by Paulson. to have engineer Siano prepare for plans and specifications for advertising for 2 years for a bid for the Village of Valley View 2026 annual grass cutting program. Spieth?
Yes.
Wyatt?
Yes.
Paulson?
Yes.
Wilson?
Yes.
That's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you very much. Any new business from council? Anything from you guys?
And while we're on the subject of grass, I do have one thing. We have a commercial property up in Hub Parkway that routinely in the beginning of spring, I have to get on them to cut their grass. And many other cities at that time of year advertise in a local paper. Is there something we can do with that? As far as this property, it's always the same property.
What do you mean they advertise in the paper? I don't know.
The cities that have issues with delinquent grass cutters, they advertise in a paper in the beginning of the season. It's basically saying if you don't cut your grass, we'll cut it and we'll abate it to your taxes. That's obviously the less fortunate communities and stuff like that. But this one commercial property up in Hub, it's always the same thing. And they don't cut it until I actually put a stake in the ground and put a big red notice there that says you need to cut it.
I think you just, that's just a notice issue. You just have to give them notice. I don't think you have to do it in a newspaper. You could just get a hold, you could notify them early in the season, before it's.
They're not local, so it's not easy, always necessarily easy.
Okay, so that's why they put it in the paper, because that service, if you can't get a hold of them, if the mail comes back, then you go to the newspaper.
Okay,
So it's a process, step-by-step process, so that's why they do it that way.
okay.
Because once you put it in the newspaper, then it serves as notice whether they see it or not. Now you're covered.
Okay. We'll talk in the spring.
Thank you. Now, if there's nothing else, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second. Moved by Speed, seconded by Paulson, to adjourn at 6:52 PM. Wyatt?
Yes.
Paulson?
Yes.
Wilson?
Yes.
Speed.
Yes.